Hey guys, it's Evan and welcome to another Gunpla TV review. Today we're looking at yet another accessory set from Gundam Build Divers Re. This time it is the Nepteight unit and the Nepteight weapons. These two accessory kits along with a Core Gundam combine to create the Nepteight Gundam. Excluding some of the offshoots like the Alice Gundam units, this marks the 8th Planet's system armor for use with the Core Gundam or the Core Gundam 2 units, which are sold separately. These units come from some kits like the Earth 3 Gundam set for the Core Gundam 1 and the Urivan Gundam for the Core Gundam 2. I believe there are some other sets that included these Core Gundams, but these are the main two. For Planet System units, so far we've had the Mercury 1, V2, Earth 3, Mars 4, Jupiter, Saturnix, Urivan, and now finally the Nepteight unit. No real spoilers are included in the box or manual, but given that this is the last planet in our solar system, this is probably safe to say that this is the final unit in this line. So jumping back for a second, let's look at the runners. Again, we see that the armor itself is mostly the same as the Planet System 2 runners that we've seen for the Urivan and the Saturnix units. The only difference here really is the crest. The stand included in these kits is also the same. It's the jet stand. There are also some unique runners here for the additional shoulder, feet, and leg portions. You also get a rather decent sized sheet of stickers this time, mostly with this interesting yellow, it's kind of a slightly lime green tinted foil yellow. The weapon set includes 4 small runners and a sticker sheet very similar to the armor units. These stickers can be a little tricky as they are foil and any crease to them will be immediately obvious. I recommend being very careful when putting these on. There are some stickers for the head, especially the crest, shoulders, knees, legs, and the backpack accessory. Some of these, especially the shoulders here, are very thin and will take some patience to put on nicely. You might want some tweezers too. Even then, I ran into a little trouble when trying to put these pieces together after applying the stickers. Here you can see the blue piece is snagged onto the snicker and pulled it along when attaching the two pieces together. It was salvageable, but just be careful. Fully completed, both sets come together to make one complete Nepteight unit. All the pieces fit together nicely onto this stand in the shape of an aircraft for a nice effect. I think we've had that for all the Planet System armors. Even the large horn-shaped crest included here fits really nicely into the front. Clearly somebody thought ahead when creating these sets. As usual, you also receive 2 more fists and an open hand that can be stored under the base when you do not need them. I kind of like this. I started using these fists more because you can just add the extra color pieces onto the hands here and then you don't have to worry about adding those on every single time. You can kind of just have specific colored hands ready to go for each of the units. The weapon set creates 2 accessories that are attached to the hand and a backpack attachment. Apparently these weapons are supposed to be guns. I don't really see any sort of like muzzle or anything on them, but they're supposed to be beam weapons that are attached to the forearms. Attaching to the Core Gundam to create the Nepteight Gundam is very simple. Just like with the previous sets, the legs fold up and attach into place. The forearms also pop on, and a little extra armor piece for the back of the hands also attaches very easily, though like I said before, you can just have extra hands ready. There's also skirt armor and chest pieces that require the arms to slide out before attachment. This is probably the trickiest part. The shoulder pauldrons simply slide into place and the crest attaches to the top of the head. The backpack accessory attaches to the back here. There's also an extra piece here in the kit to attach this backpack to other kits like the Force Impulse Gundam. Since I had the Gundam handy, I did try to see if that would work with that one, but no luck. The pieces are different. The 2 forearm accessory pieces attach via pegs in the front. There are some additional pieces included so that these weapons can be held in the hand as well. Before continuing, I will say be careful with these. While trying to adjust one of the weapons, I must have applied a little too much pressure to the wrong spot and the peg completely snapped off at the base. I was able to save it with super glue, but just keep this in mind as they fit rather snug into the holes here and will snap off very easily. The main attraction for this kit is definitely the backpack, which can transform into the Voiture Lumiere. I think I'm saying that wrong. An interplanetary propulsion system shaped like a ring or a halo on the back. The bottom portion of the backpack pulls down and the top folds together to create the top and bottom portions of the ring. The arms are placed back so that the forearm segments can attach to complete the ring. It's a very cool looking effect. Before this, we had the fake New Gundam, which was a direct copy of the New Gundam. And now this time we have an armor taking inspiration from the Stargazer Gundam. I really love the way this armor looks. This seafoam green color is a really nice addition. And I don't think I've seen any other Gundams before with this color. The yellow accents look great, and the halo appearance of the backpack is really cool and gives a nice contrast to the evil fake New Gundam. Because of the design of this kit though, it's a bit cumbersome and the backpack tends to cause the legs to go off balance. So you have to kind of set your Gundam really carefully. The forearm pieces also make it a bit hard to pose as the prongs in the back get in the way of the shoulders. Though you can use the hand pieces and that gives you a little bit more room to pose them. In the Voiture Lumiere mode, these arms are also stuck in this position, so you can't really pose them unless you want to remove the forearm accessories, but then the pegs are visible. Posing options are a bit more limited compared to other units in this line, but personally I think it makes up for it in style. You're probably going to want to keep it in that Voiture Lumiere mode anyway. Let's see, this is a quick build that maybe took me 2 hours, but most of that time was just being careful with the sticker application and trying to get the broken piece back together. This is a great looking armor, and if you have any of the Core Gundams in your collection, I highly recommend this one to you. Just be careful with those pieces, but definitely check this one out. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on another Gunpla TV review.